5 terrifying true tales to keep you up at night. The Family Annihilator. Our first story is the stuff of pure nightmare fuel. Imagine coming home from college for Thanksgiving, excited to spend the holiday with your loving parents. Only when you arrive, you find their dismembered bodies dissolving in chemical vats, with dear old dad's head boiling merrily on the stove. That's the grisly scene that greeted investigators in Knoxville, Tennessee, after Joel Guy Jr. savagely murdered his parents over Thanksgiving weekend in 2016. Motive? This jobless 28-year-old decided killing his parents was easier than finding employment and supporting himself. He even penned a checklist of the supplies and steps needed to dissolve the bodies in acid. Talk about a holiday from hell. Guess that's what happens when a kid never learns the value of hard work. Here's hoping he has plenty of time to ponder the path not taken while serving his 50-year sentence. Stranger danger. You know those cute kid entrepreneurs who go door to door, trying to earn a few bucks mowing lawns or selling lemonade? Well, this story might make you think twice about opening your door to them. A homeowner was house-sitting for a neighbor when she nodded off on the couch, only to be awakened by the cat yowling and voices coming from the back rooms. She grabbed a kitchen knife and went to investigate, only to find 2 neighborhood boys, no older than 13, robbing the place. They froze like deer in headlights, then started sobbing and begging her not to call the cops. Turns out, they'd broken in hours ago, but got spooked when she came home unexpectedly. They planned to sneak out once she went to the bathroom or fell asleep. Just goes to show, even fresh-faced youngsters can have sticky fingers. Lock up tight and trust no one. The Phantom Stalker. Imagine battling a dangerous stalker, who may or may not be real. That's the hair-raising situation one theater employee found herself in after a chance encounter with a creepy customer. This guy became obsessed, showing up at her work constantly, trying to lure her away by claiming there were hidden cameras planted everywhere. He even sent anonymous threats describing the layout of her apartment in uncanny detail. She got the cops involved, but they couldn't find any tangible evidence of stalking or hidden cameras. Was it all in her head? Or was this phantom menace just that good at covering his tracks? To this day, she can't be sure how much of the danger was real. Talk about psychological torture. Skinwalker Showdown. Now here's a campfire story that'll make you think twice about venturing into the woods alone. A seasoned hunter was eager to try out his new thermal imaging scope, so he set up camp in a remote area, hoping to bag some wild boar. Little did he realize, he was the one being hunted. In the dead of night, his scope revealed a naked man, crawling on all fours and sniffing the ground like an animal. When the hunter fired a warning shot, the creature let out an inhuman scream and scurried away. The hunter booked it out of there, but not before the man appeared again, on the thermal scope, grinning directly at him. Was it a Wendigo? A skinwalker? Or just a garden-variety crazy person? Doesn't matter in my book. Anything that smiles at you through a thermal scope is not to be trifled with. The Thanksgiving Stalker. We return to the theme of deranged stalkers for our final story, and this one hits close to home for me, because it happened at a grocery store, of all places. A young female employee was just trying to grab some last-minute Thanksgiving supplies when she noticed a fellow shopper, staring at her. Following her. Constantly showing up in her peripheral vision. She tried to rationalize it, until another customer mouthed "heads up," and gestured frantically in the man's direction. Now thoroughly creeped out, the girl rushed to self-checkout, only to find the stalker and his buddy lying in wait. She managed to alert security, who escorted her to her car. The men initially followed, but peeled off when they realized she had backup. So what's the takeaway? Stay alert, even in familiar places. Don't discount your gut instincts. And never hesitate to ask for help if you feel unsafe. You just might be saving your own life. And don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons for more weekly creeps and chills.